बंदना हर बंदना बंदना हर बंदना गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गोपाल राय बंदना हर बंदना बंदना हर बंदना गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ बंदना हर बंदना बंदना हर बंदना गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गोपाल राय
तेरी मेहर दा बोलना तुद आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु वाहे गुरु गुरु रामदास आद गुरे नमः जुगाद गुरे नमः सत गुरे नमः Sri Guru. As the span of life goes on, circumstances, action and reaction, forces outside than our body try to mature us. As the body goes on, so the forces within us try to mature us. It is the call of interaction of centripetal and centrifugal force. These are the two forces which are competent to run the world we live in, individual as well as total. However, within our sight, we see, and normally we see it every day, that our body may be very healthy. The corresponding mind, if is not mature and is not rationally together, then it is impossible to believe that our behavior as well as our achievement will be worthy of anything. We may work for a couple months very hard, and then we may just go in a mental flip just once and the game is over. And that's how much it takes. All you require is to work hard, keep going, keeping control, everything fine, and just give him one mental slip, you are out of the arena. If that practical thing doesn't bother you, then just understand, you may communicate with somebody for months and months. All you have to flip once. This flip-flop business is not very easy to understand because many political people who are very shrewd how to talk and how to say things just said one line and their career was stopped. If those people who just stimulate their whole life on communication can commit a mistake, so one has to be very fully understandingly deep into it, what a statement or a line of statement can do. Normally when we talk or speak, we are not responsible. Mostly 60% people speak irresponsibly and 40% people speak just to convey a dialogue. If communication does not have a purpose, one should just be silent. That's the best communication. But once you communicate, then it must have a purpose. Normally people do not speak purposefully because they do not have their mind and the environments and the circumstances and the project and the productivity in view. These are 6 things. Do I communicate to affect the nobility? Do I communicate to raise the nobility? Do I communicate to establish the nobility? Do I communicate to feel the nobility in my reality? Do I establish the communication between us in the reality of nobility, and that whether the prospective between us is always noble and real? These 6 aspects are essential. And I am not blaming East or West to it, but unfortunately here even nobody knows the science of it. And in the East, the entire force of this is being used for business purposes. So communication has become a business talk. Here it is business, but aggressively. Aggressive tactics are used in communication to work it out. Now, all this will ultimately make you lonely and empty, and you will have a lot of pain in your life. Sometimes your relationship won't work out because purpose to keep the relationship in harmony is not there in communication. There is no trouble in any man's life, but trouble is in communication. That's why Guru has time and again explained. But the relationship between a man and Guru, if it's not important, then is a misguided tour, is a wilderness on which man boggles down his life. But once the established relationship of a man and Guru comes to be unique, you will be surprised that man will change his total attitude, total aptitude, total intuition will come through, and understanding will come down to nothing but success. And everybody knows in a success the communication has to be right. Communication has to be right. If there is a lot of wisdom to support the communication shall always be right. Where you get the information for that wisdom? That is from the Guru. That is why we call Sri Guru Granth the spirit of the 10 Gurus. It tells you, it gives you that wisdom, it gives you that direction, it will give you that rapport, it establishes with you that possibility. And just the memory of it at one time when you freak out, frustrated, negative, can cheer you up. It can give you hope. It can give you scope. It can give you the understanding so you can understand. Life cannot be jerked down, because when life is a jerk, basically, and you proceed that way, your projection will be a jerk. Then your relationship will be not right. There is nothing in that life which will be continuous. Why? It's not that you are wrong. It's not that your concept is wrong. But basically the wrong is that a Guru does not sit in your heart. It does not come through. Guru is very important. It computes for a man his totality. It directs a man to his reality. It gives a man his fullest ability. It makes a man to realize his prosperity and fulfillment. It gives you the sovereignty, the independence. Sikh is a very sovereign person. What kind of Sikh you have if he is only neurotic? So he is a slave to his neurosis, he is not sovereign. What kind of Sikh you can feel if he is totally slave to his lethargy? What kind of Sikh you like to have if he's totally, absolutely slave to his ego? Would you call him a Sikh? Sikh has to drop all the slaveries and take one slavery, one yoke, and that is Guru's word. And Guru is very light. It is not something it sits on your head, it kills you. It is the word which you have to remember, Naam Chitte Aava, so that in memory that word of the Guru come through, so you can handle your life with dignity. Majority of the people lose their dignity, lose their identity, and absolutely lose their relationship. They have no harmony. Well, if we have to counsel them, then we have to counsel them on every minute. Because God knows which minute you are going to do what. So then it means every man should have one counselor, one psychologist, one psychiatrist, one trade master, one this, one that. So you can have about 20 facets of life covered by 20 people on the minute. It means you have always to sit in a round table in the center of it, and every word you think, say, discuss, it has to be communicated. And then you must be all opinionated, and after that you must have built a strategy, and after that you should proceed. By that time there will be night, there will be another day. So life cannot be that way as you want to be. Human life has only 9 seconds. Everything in your life, good and bad, progress or property, prejudice or production, anything you do in your life has to be decided in 9 seconds. Your neurons are built that way. Within 9 seconds, if you cannot take advantage of your own computerized neurons in the brain and they do not assert your authoritative opinion within you, you have lost the game. Rest is just a dialogue. Keep on talking, keep on living. You have no prospect. Matter ends. It is not that opportunity won't come to you. Opportunity will come to be grabbed, to be executed, to be figured out, to be hooked with your future within 9 seconds. Let us say at the snail rate, if a snail is walking, how many foot he can walk in 9 seconds? What is his speed and how much distance he can cover? Man has to cover the entire universe and 316 times per second. Your mind should be in a position to grab 316 times over around the planet per second. That is a normal, mediocre intelligence. It is not sharp intelligence. If you are I don't want to use the word, I'm as dumb. If you are basically a dumb person, your mind should go around the universe into all permutation, combination of your future, past, present, your projectivity, your subjectivity, your alternation, your alternative, your this, that, all game which you call should be played 180 times north, 180 degrees south, it is got 360. So you go around the entire planetary of the self and the planet Earth and the space and the universe 316 times per second. If you are just basically numb or mediocre or just a person, if you are very intelligent, if you are really good, then 1,000 of 1 second you should be in a position to perform that. That's the intelligence. And this is what life is about. Life is not a bank gives you a loan and you have got $20 million. I have seen people with hundreds of $1 million miserable, terribly miserable. I have seen people absolutely healthy with tons of wealth, absolutely miserable. Misery does not leave you until you do not become real, manly, humanly. And that speed which I am explaining to you is required. and is required to decide things. Now, what we do is, because we cannot train ourselves or do not want to train ourselves to decide our life in that frequency, we start feeling aggravatedly, undesirably, unfulfilled, unhappy, incomplete. And then what we do is that we create blocks, we create walls. And those blocks are called psychosis. You are psycho, majority of us are psychos. Doesn't matter what we do, ultimately come to your psycho, and behind the wall you hide your personality and you are over with. Progress in life cannot happen. Some people are angry, ask them why, they don't know. Some people are happy, ask them why, they don't know. Some people are very sensual, sexual, ask them why, they don't know. Some people are very frigid, cold, withdrawn, ask them why, they don't know. Some people are just success, ask them why, they don't know. Some people are failure, ask them why, they don't know. Nobody knows. And nobody can know if the frequency of the computerization of your brain does not work with the required speed. Now, how to deal with it? Dealing is practically difficult, life is difficult. But those of you who have little faith with the Guru, they should sit down sometime. That's what Guru said. Guru said it in the end of the Sri Guru Granth. Thal vich tin vastu paiyo, sat santokh vicharo. Guru said, in this plate, I have put three things: truth, patience, and discussion. Vichar is mean when you discuss the pros and cons of the command. Vichar. Soch is when you are afraid, it is come from fear. Vichar comes from courage. That's a difference between soch and vichar. When Nanak said, soche soch na hovi, je soche lakhwar, that is when you think from fear. But if you discuss the dialogue from courage, that is called vichar. These are two different words. Sat santokh vicharo. Vicharo is now a command here. Discuss it. I have put in this plate three things. Sat, santokh, vicharo. Amrit naam thakar ka payo. There's a one additional thing. Amrit naam thakar ka payo, jiska sab sadharo. I have put nectar name of the God, because of which the entire universe exists, is redeemed. Adharo means redeemed. So Guru give you Sat, Santokh and Vichar and Amrit Naam. So he gave you four things in one plate. It's called Sri Guru Granth. That is what he says. Amrit Naam Thakar ka payo, jiska sabse dharo. Jeko khava, jeko puche, tiska hoye dharo. If somebody will eat it, or somebody will just touch it, that person shall be redeemed. It's a promise. Jeko khava, jeko puche, tiska hoya dharo, e vas taji na jai, nitr rakkar dharo. And if you think without this you can survive, it is impossible. Therefore, again and again, that's why we do Nityanem. Again and again, try to recite it, try to read it, try to understand it. Deeper and deeper it will come to you. Thal vich tin vastu payo, sat santokh vicharo, amrit naam thakar ka payo, jiska sabd sadharo, jeko khava, jeko puche, tiska hoye adharo, e vas tajina jai, nitr rakar dharo, tam sansar charan lag tariye nanak sam. This universe is by that attachment. You can cross this world. This whole spread you can understand by understanding the Sri Guru Granth. Sri Guru Granth will tell you what is in the heavens, what is in the earth, what is the underworld, what is the root of it which is keeping you, what is the trunk of you which is sustaining you and which is giving you the loftiness, and what are the branches and the spread, the weight of life which you are carrying, how to handle it. You can learn it from a tree, but with a tree you cannot talk. But with the Guru you can communicate, you can talk and you can understand. But I have seen, unfortunately, people don't have time. They have time for everything. They have time for 1 hour and 35 minutes telephone chat, for which they have to pay. But they don't have a time to read from the Guru for 1 hour, which is free. People think that communication with another person is very vital. No. Actually, when you communicate with Guru, you communicate with your destiny, you communicate with your fate, you communicate with your totality, you communicate with your construction, you communicate with your destruction, you communicate with your reality, you communicate with your lies, you communicate with every facet of life. There is no better meditation or communication or realization or understanding or anything you can do for yourself if you cannot speak with your Guru. I asked somebody, I said, why you always take 3 to 5 o'clock reading of the Sri Guru Granth? I have never seen you accepting any other time. He said, sir, that's the time I read the Guru, and also I have developed the habit to understand the Guru, and I am at that time very lonely, hardly Sevadar at that time is also dozy. And I fully alert myself under that pressure that I must not fall apart. And in that desire not to fall apart and to grow and to be with the Guru, I have developed within me the concept that I have tried to understand Sri Guru Granth better than any friend I understand. He said, it is so easy to understand Sri Guru Granth that I don't even understand people so easily. It says again and again and again and again the same simple thing. He said, I cannot take it to lunch, I cannot take it to dinner, I cannot bribe it, I cannot prevail on it. I have tried every method in life. He said, I have tried my mind to interpret the meaning of the Guru in so many ways. Ultimately it tells me, you are wrong and I am right, and this is what I am saying. And he said, it is effectively and deeply changing my life, for which I am grateful. Therefore, I love to come early in the morning when nobody wants that hour. And I love to read that Sri Guru Granth. I am asking you, how many things you do in your life and still things are not as good as should have been? Is it not time for you to realize that you need strength, especially now your heat of the karma is over, your youth is coming down to an understanding now. Many of you are in your middle age. You need strength. Yes, multivitamins, megavitamins, yes. You need injection, yes. You need the fist of the goat to be put in your blood, yes. You can get anything you want. I tell you, you will end up with nothing. It doesn't matter how eventuality and adversity and tragedy hits you. If you have the understanding of the Guru's word with you, you can totally compute it right. That is the deepest benefit understanding of having the Sri Guru Granth. Guru, the formula, Guru, one who gives you the formula, Satguru, who gives you the understanding of the truth while applying the formula, Sri Guru, who gives you the infinity of the applying that truthful formula, and Vaheguru, who gives you the ecstasy of the formula. These are the 5 words in life. Sri Guru Granth is your Guru, Vaheguru is your Guru Mantra, and you are all messing up your life one way or the other. Then actually who is your Guru? Is the Sri Guru Granth your Guru, or your neurosis is your Guru? Or your psychosis is your Guru? Is it the Sri Guru Granth is your Guru, or your fear is your Guru, or your anger is your Guru? Is the Sri Guru Granth is your Guru, or your ego is your Guru? How much you will just befool yourself Sri Guru grants you the tool of wisdom so that you can keep your life in ecstasy and consciousness. When you have some question, read the Guru, figure it out, talk it out, vichar karo, vicharo, figure it out, vicharo. And if it doesn't work, then jump up and say it's wrong, run away. Without doing anything, without being anything, without understanding anything, you are just playing the games. And you think the word will come in your feet? Oh no, you are dead wrong. You are so wrong, I can't even believe you. You think money is the solution, then you think boyfriend is the solution, then you think husband is the solution, then you think wife is the solution. I tell you, there is nothing solution, no solution to anything. What is wrong in you is wrong in you. Until you do not solve that, there is no solution. Solution is inside of everybody. That's why Guru said, vicharo, figure it out. Guru is the help. Figure it out. This is a situation you have to understand in your very depth. Vicharo, figure it out. Thal vich tin vastu payo, sat santokh vicharo. Truth and patience and figuring it out is also in you. Amrit Nam Thakar ka payo, jiska sab sadharo, the very soul, the prana, the vahan, the pavan is also the nectar of Guru, nectar of God in you. Jeko khave, jeko puche, tiska hoya dharo. Touch it, feel it, eat it, it will solve your problems. Hey vastajina jai nitan rakhar dharo, tamsan nanak tamsan saar charan lag tariye nanak sab. Try to understand that does not say anything wrong. There is a pauri, there is a step. You read in Ras if you Titte tu samrat the koi na jitte teri rakha kani udar maan sun ke jam ke doot nayatar chad ja. Instead of all your covetousness and cleverness, if you just give chance to the God to exercise your fear, Guru details it how your job will be done. The problem is 20 years I have been telling you one thing and one thing alone. This word is creation of God, trust it and don't try to become the owners. Some of you even take money from the Guru's house, which is money out of the prayers of the people, and do not perform. Don't you are fool, listen to me. If somebody gives me any present, it goes on the altar whole night. I say, why Guru, bless this guy, do this guy, and that goes to the archives and goes to the future of your own dharma. But the very fact that I have that minute of pleasure because somebody gave that present in my hand, I have to go through whole night, yelling, crying, screaming, chanting, whatever you want to call it. And some of you have absolutely no sensitivity. That these all properties and all this what you have is always belong to you. How many times you have gone to the ground yourself on Sunday and worked it out and paid a tribute to the Guru's house? How many of times you have gone and brushed and painted the Guru's house? How many times? What kind of Sikh you are? And you want God to come and bless you? Forget it, you jokers. You want payment for everybody, pay for everything. And you have no attribute to pay. Seva, Karma Yoga, Seva is the highest self-treat. Self-treat. You people are just like slobs sitting in one place and you want everything to move around you. For what? What's gone wrong with you? I was very surprised that day. I had a job to be done. I said, well, it's a Guru job. Such and such person can do it. I can call. 3 people spoke. 3, right? Oh, she's very negative. She's neurotic. Don't please, for God's sake. You will just be sorry. What a reputation. Spontaneously, without being invited for the opinion. I was just discussing. Let me call her. Let me see if she can do it or not. 3 people jumped up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sir, oh, sir. I thought the roof has fallen on me. I said, what's wrong with me? What is it? Oh, she's neurotic. She's negative. Anything ever. Reputation is whenever this woman has been asked any seva, I think she has replied so rudely that it was the automatic reaction in the mind of people. And I said, God, I actually, sitting at my chair, I bent down, kneeled down, and I said, Guru Ramdas, she is your child. I pray some wisdom should come to this person. Is that a life? Is that an understanding you want to deal with it? Or is there something that you want to go progressively? You have to understand. If you do not widen your scope, you do not give to yourself a view of the entire infinity of God, how you can understand infinite God? This is a chance. Understand it. You think money can do everything? You can't do anything. You want to be the leaders and you want blessing. You think blessing comes from God. Blessing can come sometime just walking on the 1 square inch of the earth. Realize the fact God is everywhere. And everywhere you are supposed to relate to God. One is bhakti, one is seva, one is shakti. Shakti, bhakti, seva, simran. All these are in you. I tell you why. Why I am insisting on bhana. You will ask me these questions. Sometimes you never ask me. Because you think it is a routine. It's not true. It's absolutely not true. I can give you the scientific explanation. A person will not wear a bhana until he does not have the utmost courage and shakti in him. It represents shakti. And people, what they wear, they call parava, it tells the entire personality of that person. You can always find which is the swan and which is the crow just by the clothing. Clothing is not a small thing. It does tell you the choice, the very inner choice, how one person wants to protect himself. Bhana is what? It's a kavach. It's a Shakti kavach. It's the power which we feel will protect us. Nobody tells us. And once we wear bhana, we feel the power of the God protect us, Guru protect us. There's no nonsense. As a person ties turban, I know when if I am very upset and heavy duty thing, I cannot even tie my turban. One day I was to go, I had half an hour, and I tried my turban 3 times. It didn't happen. I said, wait a minute. I jumped up into the shower, took a cold shower, massaged my body, towel myself, redressed myself, and tied turban came on first class A1. I said, here you go, Yogi ji, you have learned your own teachings. And it's true. Because I thought if I will not be properly dressed up, I can't go out, I cannot face it. And therefore I have my inner self also properly dressed up. A Shakti gun hai. Bani Bhakti gun hai. It teaches you devotion and magnetic attraction that you can get everybody in you, for you. You will be all over. Shakti, Bhakti, these are the 2 things which gives you Bhana and Bani. Seva and Simran, that gives you permanent footing. Atallata. Seva gives you atallata forever. Simran gives you safalta. It gives you fulfillment. By Simran you can reduce totality is infinity, infinity is totality. This understanding of Ek Onkar you will never have without Simran. Somebody was telling me, sometime you are talking and your fingers are moving on your Simrana. I say, is 60 years not enough? Habit is a habit. You take your Guru Mantra, you chant, you don't want to make any noise, you can do anything. Hath, Yarwal, Hath, Karwal, Dil Yarwal. Your heart be to your friend and your hand be doing work. Therefore, please understand, the lifestyle is good, but it is difficult. It does not satisfy your psycho-social negative approach. If you want to be psychotic, you can be a Sikh and be a psychotic, is your problem. If you want to be neurotic and you want to be a Sikh, it's your problem. One day, a wonderful man, I won't mention his name because you all know, I was discussing him something. I saw him so angry, but he was talking to me nicely. I said, let me keep conversation. Finally, he burst out in tears. Burst out. It took him exactly more than half an hour to talk to me again. I said, what went wrong? He said, I just felt that I knew all that, but I have never practiced anything. I said, start doing it now. He said, how? It shocked me. I said, once you know something, you should start implementing it. It's so easy. He said, not for me. I can't implement anything. I told him, have you read Japji every morning? I do my sadhana. I say, I have not asked that. I say, have you read your Japji every morning? Why? I say, because that will put your G in the repeated compartment of infinity. That's what Japji does. G, the source of life, this G energy, the part of God in the totality of us, part of God in the very molecule of us, part of God in the atom of us. It will repeatedly compromise with it to the harmony and self-projection which you will enjoy. That's what Japji does. How? I say, when you read it, the tongue touches the hypothalamus, the mind touches the radiation in the very fact of the center of your being, and pineal will radiate to the frequency and 3.5 which you call Kundalini Shakti, and your body will start responding to it. Adversity will become even mild. That is the power. Nobody told me. I say it was told 20 years ago. If you read Farman-e-Khalsa, in that there is a Nitnem Nama. Read it, it explains everything, straightforward, honest. I don't have a Farman-e-Khalsa. I said, that's my problem. First, you don't have a Farman-e-Khalsa, the second, you won't read it, third, you won't read Nitnem Nama. Now, this kind of problem is nothing but you are just neurotic. You want the whole thing to be given you on a silver platter. No. Don't draw attention, pay attention. Don't control things, cultivate things. You will grow, fruit will come to you. Try to be kind and compassionate to people. You will become leader automatically. Be nice. But the problem is, if you want to be nice, then you have to not be neurotic. When you are neurotic, you can't be nice. When you are afraid, or you are coming from fear block, or you are coming from paranoia or phobia, you can't be graceful. No way. I mean, you have to understand from which chakra you are coming. That is why third eye is called Agya Chakra, center of command. If you want to command the whole universe, then be very gracious. Be very nice. Be very kind. Lot of people fall apart with me very fast. Because people just want to know me, feel me, love me, they think that's enough. That's not enough. The relationship between a stone and a chisel is very well known. It does create a spark. And that spark is very valuable. If that one spark will lit the future, you will be enlightened. You think I am joking? No, I am not. I tell you the devotion. And it's a very honest truth. There's a one person, she's very devoted to me. She's my daughter. And she loved me. And she was working for me too and everything. Once somehow my staff decided she's always hang on me too much. They totally barred her entry to come to the ashram. She was barred. You can't come to the ashram until Sri Singh Sahib invite you personally. And those days I was sometimes so busy, I won't invite her for 3-4 days. One day, her urge to see me became so powerful. She went to the ashram, sneaked through the back window, got into the store, got totally messed up, got into the outside, and somehow snuck into the ashram. And I said, now sit down and go in the bathroom, clean yourself. I knew you were coming. She said, if you knew, why didn't you ask me to come in? I said, the urge was so strong that I had to do the work, and your urge was so strong, you come in. I just decided you will come in anyway. Why should I bother? So you are now in. She said, well, these staff members will eat me up. I broke the law. I said, if you go bathroom, dress it up, I'll smile, hug, and say, wow, thank you very much for coming. I'll cover you. She said, you have to cover me. I said, that's what Guru promised. Amrit vela sach now vadiyai vichar karmi ave kappada nadri mukdwar. If you meditate in the ambrosial hour on the name of God, God will put cover on your whole thing and cover you well. I say, it is something which is in the Japji. I like to do it. But if you are like this, I hug you, everybody will jump on me and you, and we both will be in trouble. Anyway, she went into the bathroom, washed her face and whatever all around her was, and she walked in. And I do not know what happened to her. She came down and sat down like just a very meditative, divine individual. Everybody came, everybody went, everybody was there. Nobody even dared to move her or say her anything. When she woke up, I was very shocked. Somebody has already prepared a good food and a tea and put before her. While she was eating, we both cracked up. And she said, I understand. I said, thank you for making me to understand. And she left. Bhakti is a power. There is no obstacle. That obstacle which has been created by the God's own will give way before Bhakti. And that misfortune for which God is behind it will be gone and dead by Shakti. And the planet Earth will always remember you and worship you by Seva and Simran. You can learn it from Sri Guru Granth, it is all there. Make it a chance. God and Guru has given you many gifts and lot of grace. This is the time to glorify His self. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Manne ki gat kahi na jaye, je ko kahe bajai bajtai ka Magda kalamanalik na hare Manne ka bekaran vichare Sana manaranjan hoy Je ko man jane man koy Sana manaranjan hoy Je ko man jane man koy Manne sora tobe manabu Manne sagala bhavan ki su Manne mohe joda na gaye Manne jan ke saath n jaye Sa naam manaranjan hoy Je ko man jane man koy Sa naam manaranjan hoy Je ko man jane man koy Manne malag tak na pai Manne pant syo pargat jai Manne magna chale pant Manne daram seti san